Hi everybody and welcome to VCA number 14. So we'll just do a quick sound check and get into it. But awesome stuff here going on today. I mean, this awesome new auction structure. So we're looking forward to that. And let's have a quick sound check there. Hope you've been having a good day or evening, depending on where you're living. So sound check sounds good. So yep, that's great. And Axion today's in there first. Well done, Axion today. Pretty cool indeed. And we've got VCA number 163. We've got 8 minutes to go, and we've got VCA 164 starting, which is going to be an early VCA. So auction day 164. It's going to be an early VCA number 14. So pretty cool. That's 14. And it's still low enough numbers for that. Cardano TV, woo woo. Yeah, great. Axion today, big thumbs up. So nice one there, Axion today in there first. So we've got 7 minutes to go, and we've got this VCA 14 coming up, and we can see that it's going to be 507 million Axion worth just around about 187,000. So that's pretty amazing. So if we take 187,000, 187, 123 divided by 2,500. That's going to be about 75 Ethereum for the total, but of course 90% is the cap. So that's going to be about 67, just over 67 ETH to sell that out. So pretty cool. 67 ETH is the approximate target. So it's going to come up shortly in 7 minutes. But of course we've got the Axion, which has already been sold out for the regular auction day 163. 13.53 ETH in there versus 13.67. Now that was actually oversold earlier, but of course Axion price has been rising. Let's quickly jump and check that out. We can actually see the Uniswap price on the screen is 6.7 million per ETH, but the auction price, which is great, gives you that extra benefit. You get 10% for a referral bonus, and you get the 10%, you get the 90% cap, which gives you about 10% guaranteed. Plus or minus, just depending a little bit. So that's 7.2 million, so much bigger than Uniswap. So great incentives to go into the regular auction and the VCA auctions. Obviously, there's also a staking campaign, your vote your shares campaign, which gives you huge bonuses on top of the ordinary longer pays better. I'm going to have to get a card to add all these incentives up just so I can show you, especially new people. Like if you're from Mines or Publish or somewhere else, you'd like to see all the benefits lined up together. So I'm going to make a little card for that in the future. So pretty cool. All right, let's just quickly jump to the price there. Look at this, folks. It's been a really good day or two. So we'll check out that as well. So you can see that we're lining up. I've changed my triangles. We've now got this long triangle now. And we've had 2 green candles there. Look at that. So we can't complain about green candle days. This is a daily chart. And you can see that we're just lining up nicely there. We're back over the 100-day rolling average, which is the blue line there at the top. We're back over the support level of 00035. Very bullish. Perhaps more importantly, the CCI index is now back at negative 33. So as soon as it gets up to that 00, it's a very big buy signal, and we're about to cross on the MACD with the blue MACD line. It's about to cross on that third chart, and of course we've got a bit of flattening in there and the volatility down at the ATR chart at the bottom. So all in all, 000365 is the price. Very cool indeed. So I'm liking that. That's what we all want to see, a bit of price movement upwards, because price is obviously another mechanism for incentives. So we're all about incentives on Axion, and so price is definitely an incentive. If people see a higher price, people want to get in on it more. So it's just the way it works, doesn't it? People like paying a higher price. Maybe it's about confidence, maybe it's about momentum, whatever it is, they like to get in when the price is higher. So we'll welcome that. That's fine. We had a bit of selling off there once we hit 00037. You can see that there, a little bit of selling before the VCA 14, but that's all good. That's just the way it works, folks. People like to do that, so pretty neat. Let's quickly check on the chat there. We've got Patricia in there. Hi. Excuse me, hi Axion today, and a big heart for Axion today. Patricia says hi to Cardano TV as well, and Patricia, hi Cardano TV says hi Patricia. So lots of highs there. So hi from me, Axion Token, aka Superman. So good to be there, and yay candles and triangles. Yeah, we love candles and triangles. So pretty neat. No hexagons, lol. Yeah, no hexagons. Although I think most of us are hexagons, but we're not having hexagons on there. So there we are. So pretty cool. What we got here? 1747 on the ETH pool. I really want to get once the price gets high enough, climb over that 2,000 mark again. And daily volume 627, which is still sort of on a softer side, and liquidity 8.5 million, which is okay. That's okay. It's like kind of my bear level now these days. Getting very more bullish. Hope you guys are too. And we've got the pooled amount of Axion 11.8. So I think that was over 12 billion yesterday, I think. So I think that's gone down. So there we are. Look at that, holders 11,926. That's going up. And of course we've got over 18,700, maybe 18,800 or something like that. I need to check that out on the holders. Let me just pull that one up, Axion stats page, and we'll just check that. We'll just jump back to the auction. Of course, we've got 3 minutes to go, folks. Not a lot of going to happen in that, I'm sure. People have stopped overbuying. It's good to see that. We want people to get the value, as much value as possible. So pretty neat. All right, we've got the big VCA14 coming up. Woo hoo hoo! Awesome. So that's just creeping down there a little bit with the price. Obviously, if Axion slides down just a tad, it's at 0.0036, then that amount will just go down a little bit, which is obviously a little bit easier. To sell out when obviously it goes down, but less divs, of course. So this is going to be wrapped Bitcoin, so you're going to get wrapped Bitcoin over the next 24 hours. So make sure that you staked your Axion. Obviously, gas is quite low at the moment. It's been between mid 30s and say 50 in the last little wee while, day and a half or something. So it's been very, very cool. There's been a bit of an Ethereum gas sale, as it were. So get it while it lasts, as it were. We just don't know. So yeah, let's quickly check out the wallets. Yeah, so 18,737 addresses have at least one Axion. So we're watching that number keenly. Obviously want to get that number really up into 30,000-40,000 people. So we've got a bit of work to do that there, folks, to do that, and that's a big focus of the marketing team, but it's also a big responsibility of the community as well. So do what you can, spread the word out there. So pretty neat. All right, let's jump back there, and here's the Axion Today dashboard. So we've got two different views. We've got the official Axion staking platform, which you've got the auction page, which is what we're on, and then we've also got the Axion Today dashboard. Both of those links are in the video description, so if you're new to Axion, check those out, save them to your favorites, and you can go to them anytime. Obviously, with the both of them, you can add in your own address or connect your address. Pretty cool. So here we are. We've got 6.65% cheaper. Obviously, there's a bit of movement in the price today with that price rally, so that's adjusted the numbers a bit. Although it's just pulling back a little bit as we end the regular auction. It's at 0.0036. So we've got 1 minute to go, and regular auction, and it's auction day 163. So we're about to start auction day 164, and it's also VCA number 14. It's about to start. Pretty neat. Thank you, Superman, for the show. Hey, the pleasure, Patricia, and thanks everybody for watching. It's really cool, and we'll just get into it. Cheers. Yeah, grab a drink, something. We're going to watch the opening of the VCA as we normally do. Obviously, we've got 4 VCAs now, not 2 VCAs, and they're going to be about half a billion each, 500 million each, plus a few penalties in there. Obviously, Friday is still the rollover day, so anything not sold from auctions flows into that Friday auction, and that's already pretty mega at the moment. And we'll check that out too in the next hour to see what that balance is at the moment. So 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, that's the end of auction day 163, just like that, and pretty nice. We've obviously got, it says 31 million buybacks there, but the reality is that if you get people entering bidding in the beginning of an auction, it sometimes flips over, and the function gets called in and flows over to the next day, but it averages out over a couple of days. They are going to look to fix that, so just take that into note. The actual buybacks is obviously for regular auctions 80% of the ETH, so that's 80% of that 33,000. But the average is out anyway, but they will fix that apparently, so watch out for that one. And yeah, so another 13.5 ETH there into the auction. Really cool day. I like it a lot. So we're going to start up. We're going to wait for the VCA number 14 to start. 507 million, $185,600 worth at the moment. Obviously, the following, we've got a VCA on the 28th, which is a Wednesday, and then we've got a VCA on the Friday, which has got all the roll-ins at the moment from previous VCA stuff, and it's at 1.5 billion, so that's still a mega VCA there, 560,000. I think we might have a good attack at that this week. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the chat about attacking that number. I think that's we'll watch out for these VCAs today, but I think it's really, I like the changes in the structure. So we've got 4 VCAs and we've got 3 regular auctions. Now there is 100 million added to the regular auction, so that offsets 1 day. Obviously 1 day is gone, so 80% on those days, 80% of the Ethereum that goes in there buys Axion on the market. So that's really kind of 2 days not being buying on the market from the auctions, but made up 50% by 100 million being added to one of the auctions. So it sort of adds up, it sort of gets close. But obviously the big attraction is that still just under 80% was going to be on the VCAs with the wrap Bitcoin divs, which is really the big darling, as it were, of Axion. So there's going to be a bit of change, and a little bit of change there, but not so material, I don't think. So it also allows for us to get more demand onto the Uniswap as well. So that's obviously the big focus. So we're just waiting for that to refresh. Let's see if Axion today's dashboard is refreshed. Yes, that's already up. So well done to Axion today dashboard, already up there, ahead of the official Axion staking platform. And I'm sure that's going to update shortly. Just takes a bit longer. So we've got 730,000 Axion up for grabs today. Now you can hit the link in the description. That will take you to the auction page here, and you can hook up your MetaMask wallet and you can get in there. You'll get 10% wrap Bitcoin back immediately to your wallet, plus you'll also get 10% immediately back to your wallet, plus you'll also get just one moment, I just got someone arrived, so just one moment, I'll just pause the soundtrack on that. Oops, there's it. How about that? Some cousins from Australia just arrived. So you don't often get a interruption, but there we are. Got a bit of a puff there running around. Hello everyone, it's a historic day, VCA Monday, absolutely. So this is the first Monday, normally VCAs are on Tuesday and Fridays. So I've got to stop puffing. And let's have a quick look there. So waiting for that to update. So yeah, we've got 24 hours to go. So you can get, if you do enter the VCA, get 10% wrap Bitcoin plus 10% discount to market approximately. So pretty cool. It looks that's the number, 67.42 ETH to sell out. So first in, first served. So if you're in first, you'll be able to get that sale. Pretty cool. Now I did have to run up some stairs, so there's a bit of puffiness there going on. So pretty funny. Alright, so $185,604. We've got 67 ETH to sell out, so this is going to be interesting to watch the new structure. I think it's actually very conductive to increasing on average demand for the VCA, so I think that's really neat. We've also got the 90% cap in there, which helps to try and guarantee that 10% discount to market, so pretty exciting. So once again, you can use the link in the video description, and that will take you to this platform. You can see the numbers in there now. And you just hook up your MetaMask wallet, click send, and then it will show you, because it will show your balance in the send, and then put in your bid here, send bid, and that will be an Ethereum transaction to enter the auction. Then you'll get a new line below saying my bets, and at the end of the 24-hour auction, you'll know the final auction price, which you get the approximately a 10% discount, plus you'll also get 10% wrap Bitcoin immediately. So you won't have to wait 24 hours, immediately back to your MetaMask wallet. And there we are. Then once you withdraw it from a VCA, you must minimum stake it for 120 days and maximum 555 days. But obviously there's two big staking incentives to stake for 5555 days, which is 15.2 years. and or even 350 days. So we've got the Your Vote Your Shares campaign. So for 350 days you get 6% bonus, and then you get bonuses for each year after that. 1% every 350 days, up to 15.2 years or 5,555 days, and you get extra 20%. So that's your Vote Your Shares campaign. That's only running to the May the 15th. And then on top of that, so you thought that was enough, on top of that, you get longer pays better. So for every year that you stake, you get 20% more shares again, over 300% over 15.2 years. That's why so many people stake for 15.2 years. Further down the line, they're looking at also doing NFTs to actually sell the shares off, so on secondary markets. So look out for that later on in the life of Axion. So pretty exciting stuff that's going on there. We've got 68.49 on the official dashboard, and we've got 67.81 there on the oh, we've already got 1.35 ETH in there. Woohoo! So that's awesome. So 3,325, first in, first serve, folks. Once it gets to that 67 mark, you'll get a notice on the official dashboard. You get a notice here that will say go to buy on Uniswap because the market's pretty much full. The only way that would change, of course, is if the price of Axion rose. That would mean that that sellout amount of 90% at 68.49 there would go up if Axion goes up. So you could actually add a bit more Ethereum into the auction. So interesting there. CJ, so dirty. How do you feel knowing CEX is on our roadmap now? Yeah, very cool. I did mention that the other day. So CEX is a centralized exchange. Obviously, we've got Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange, the biggest one. So pretty cool to see that. That's definitely news that's coming down the line. So watch out for that. I think they've probably got a few other things up their sleeve as well. So we'll keep watching out for that too. So pretty cool. All right, let's have a quick look at the price. Interesting, the price has done a little pullback before, just at the beginning of the auction. So we do often get some movements in the price at that stage. We have had a big rally today, so you're likely to get a bit of price movement there as well. So cheers, VCA number 14 started, loving it. So let's check out the news there. So we're just going to do the announcements quickly. And you can see this is the new structure that we've just started today. 4 VCAs at 500 million, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and regular auctions 200 million, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So if you're still after that 10% bonus of Axion, you can still get into the regular auctions. So you can use the link in the video description to do that. And obviously for all auctions, no matter whether they're venture capital auctions or regular auctions, there's that 90% market cap, which almost guarantees you a 10% discount to market, give or take a little bit. So depending on what's happening with the prices. So there we are. So that's pretty cool. And let's go back to the price there. We'll put full screen that one. And we do get a bit of gamification, obviously, on the Uniswap as well versus the auction. So there's still a bit of that going on. And there we are. That's just the way the incentives work. But we're getting some nice turn-ups here. See that CCI looking good. We might get that cross, and the chart action's looking good, feeling good. And obviously, let's quickly go to the markets. We can see that Ethereum is way back up there, attacking those all-time highs again, $2,463. So nice to see that. Bitcoin also smashed past that 50,000. Binance has gone up like $60. That's huge. But they're all sort of on the way back up there. Look at Uniswap up pretty powerful in the last 24 hours. And so you're getting a bit of that as well. Tron, Filecoin, all making nice 24-hour gains there. So pretty cool. Let's go back to the dashboard there. Whoa, so that's looking good. There's the shrimp bid in 0.048 ETH in there into the venture auction. So there's a small shrimp. They play their role. Shrimps do. Fish is also a smaller account, bid 1.35 ETH into the venture auction. Now we really like to see these, the shrimps and the fishes of the world entering these auctions. It's a really good sign. So that's what we love to see that when that happens. So watch out for that. If we get more and more auctions with smaller accounts bidding in, that's a really cool sign to see. So looking forward to that one. Yeah, so hey CJ, good to see you in the chat anyway, and it's great to have you there. And obviously we've got some good old friends there, Axion Today, Patricia, Cardano TV, and John Atkins, of course. Hello everybody, it's a historic day, VCA Monday, yeah. So it is. Welcome John, good to see you again. And once again, grab a drink, enjoy the show. We're going to have fun with this open of the new structure. And I've just had my Aussie cousins just arrived. They did been out for a day travel, so it's been good to see them back. They did arrive yesterday, but they've just arrived again. So that's cool. They've been out on a day visits, I think. Now we did have the travel bubble open between Australia and New Zealand, so and apparently it's very there's not too many restrictions, so it's good to see that. There's our first bit of Bitcoin paid to stakers there. Look at that, 0.05. There's $2,900 that's been paid to stakers like you and me. If you're not staked with Axion, get some Axion, get it staked. If you've got under $1,500, we generally suggest buying a Uniswap. If you've got over $1,500, you should think about one of the auctions, the regular auction, where you get 10% bonus at Axion, or the VCA, where you get 10% wrapped Bitcoin back, depending on which one you want to get. So pretty neat there. And look, we're just up slightly there. Now let's go to the activity, check that out. And let's look at that. So that's what we've got with the action there. We've got those little fishy and a little shrimp. So if you like seafood, you'll like Axion, because there's lots of seafood terminology. But no, there's no Gordon Ramsay chef around, so there we go. Alright, so let's quickly do a little bit of wrap up while we're waiting for some Ethereum to go into the auction. I think we're going to have a pretty bullish first hour. I don't know what you think. I think that's probably the case. So we've got 265 billion Axion in total supply, 43.2 billion liquid, so that's gone up quite a bit there. And it's possibly to do with some whale accounts or something like that. And staked, maybe do around the auctions as well, but I think they've taken a lot of those stuff out of there. And we're just sitting under 200, yeah, so the staking's gone down a little bit. So 200, just under 222 billion, and we're at 83.7% staked. That's another figure that's going to be interesting over the next, with the new structure, how the staking goes with the new structure as well. We're crypto rank 648, total stakes 23,376, 9.17 million is the average stake size. It's pretty steady, haven't moved around a lot lately. The average stake length, 2,090 days. It's looking strong as usual. That obviously climbed up to that point, so that's looking good. Well over 5.5 years. That's really good. And what else we got? Market cap 31.88 million, and the share rate is 1.138. So it's best to stake today than say in a month's time or 2 months' time. You get a lot more shares. And the main game in Axion, as a supercharged deposit, is to get as many shares as you can, and then you get more of the reward pool. So it's pretty simple. That's how simple it is. Shares are number one. You want more shares, and that's what people try to get, generally speaking. All right, so there's the auctions just rolling up there, and I think let's go to the overview and check out some of the total shares. We're at 514.5 billion shares, so well over 500 billion shares. I like saying 500 billion. This sounds really good. And there we are, 514. That keeps going up, folks, and that's a really positive sign. Obviously, we're minting. We're moving from minting 2.5 billion shares, Axion a week, to 2.6. So that's up by 100 million Axion. But we do tend to find, based on Punkonomics, that about 68% of that gets max shared. That means people take it out of auction and staking it for something like 15.2 years or 5,555 days. And obviously, it's not just auction stuff. People, if they buy stuff on Uniswap and they stake that's a super bonus. That's where we get that really high staking percentage. So that's what we're looking for. Obviously, there's the My Vote, My Shares campaign. You get those extra bonuses at the moment, 6% on 350 day stake. Then every 350 days after that, another percentage on up to 5,555 days, which is 50.2 years, and you get 20%. So that's how the incentives work. And there we are. So cool. Now, obviously, on top of that, we've got longer pays better. So many incentives in Axion. Really is chock full of incentives to stake and to enter the auction. So really cool there. Our max share club, this is the people that have already staked for 15.2 years. That's at 95.98 billion. We're heading towards the 100 billion mark. It's really awesome. I hope they have a little party on Discord or something like that, or Telegram. 33.76 million. It'd be really cool to have a little giveaway, actually. This is me just saying that, of course. It's easy for me to say, right? But that would be quite a cool thing to celebrate. And stakes, 6,598 stakes there. That's really climbing strongly. Like that a lot. Obviously, we're starting VCA number 14. and we're starting with 72.16 approximately, 3.8 million US dollars being paid to Axion stakers. So that's another wealth. You think Axion holders have Axion, which is the wealth, but now Axion has also what others don't have, is they have something like 72 wrapped Bitcoin as wealth as well. So Axion holders, if they're not selling that wrapped Bitcoin, are getting wealthier and wealthier and wealthier. Some people do sell it to buy Axion, some people sell it to do other things, but a lot of people are probably still holding their wrapped Bitcoin. You can see that 50.4 has already been cashed out, so people might just want to have it in their wallets as opposed to just on the staking platform, which is perfectly fine. But that's that you got two wealth sources there growing, and every week it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is only getting bigger. So that's giving Axion holders a lot more strength as time goes on. So it's pretty exciting. And obviously, if you're very bullish on wrapped Bitcoin, then that's going to keep going up and up and up. So there we are. So all right, so we're already just almost 17 minutes in to VCA number 14. I like doing that, and we've got 1.4 ETH in there, which is a good solid start. So and we've only got, once it gets 60, so the price is Axion price gone down to 0.0035, so the amount to sell out now is just dropped by about 2 Ethereum, and we're down about 65.27 ETH. So that's making it even harder. So basically, if you get in first, you're going to be able to get the rewards. If obviously people after 65 will basically be told to go onto Uniswap. But of course, we have another VCA on Wednesday and another VCA on Friday, so it's just for today. Obviously, the earlier you stake, the better, because it's a lower share rate, and also you're going to get the benefits of the future VCAs themselves if you get in today and stake. So there's really some time-bound benefits there, limited time only for today type thing. So yeah, that's the way it works. All right, let's quickly check some of the comments there. John Atkins just had a tea and toast here in the UK to start the day. That sounds very, very British. Tea and toast, love it. Cardano TV, lower gas fees should help the crabs and shrimps begin to accumulate again. Yeah, so I think that's going to wake up that investor class, which was sort of getting blocked out with the high gas fee. Obviously, we're at currently. Let me go to the Gwei at the moment. You can see that's the Gwei there. So 39 fast. And that's kind of where we're at. Isn't that incredible to see 30 Gweis at the moment? Just we've been so conditioned over the last couple of months, at least to see, or even half a year or so, to see such high gas fees. And look at that, it's looking really good. If we can get into the 20s, I'd really be gobsmacked at that. That'd be really cool. So here we are, been in the 30s quite a bit, and I think we popped back up to 40s, 50s, and went back down. So really nice to see that. Someone did talk about, I think Alex, one of the moderators on this channel, did talk about that being the miners making a bigger data file for the blocks or something, but I haven't seen anything about that myself. So interesting. Some people might have thought it was just a particular weekend pulling off, but it is a strange effect that they must have done something. I need to go and do a bit more investigation on that one. So if you have heard anything, let us know in the chat. Cardano says, hi John, I'm in the UK too, London. Great way to start the day with Superman. Hey, much appreciated Cardano. That's really nice to hear. Hi Cardano, yes it is. I'm lucky enough to work from home, so it's easy for me. Nice one. So Hex, Cardano and Axion have allowed me to give up work. Staking is the new career move. Nice one Cardano TV, that's cool. All three are pioneering staking coins, making you make sure that you watch the IOHK Africa special, Hong Kong Africa special, something like that, international something. Yeah, cool. All right, so that's where the gas fees are really cheap at the moment, so that makes it a lot easier to get into the auction as well for the smaller ones, fish and shrimps, and so we have seen that already. Look at that, people withdrawing their wrapped Bitcoin. That's how it works, folks. So if you're not staked, get in there and staked. You get some wrapped Bitcoin, you can withdraw that too. And some people like to reinvest into Axion. Some people like to hold it because they make super bullish about BTC over the long term. Obviously, it will go through price cycles, but I'm one of those people that will eventually see that Bitcoin will be in the $1 million or more camp. So yeah, keep out to that. Obviously, my own opinion, but I'm in that camp for sure. Not in a straight line necessarily, of course, because we know markets move through cycles. And that's just the way it works. Sometimes they can get fundamentally re-rated, of course, especially if people are really going to change their view on gold and Bitcoin becomes the real gold. Obviously easier to transfer, but that's probably the main thing. It's actually quite limited too. Probably got a lot less inflation than gold, although I'm not sure how much gold mines they're finding these days. Probably far less. So, all right, so we're at 21 minutes in, folks, to the first hour of VCA number 14, and we've got 1.4 ETH in there, 3,500 US dollars. We need to get 65.34 at the current price of 0.0035 US cents to sell it out, and we've got a Uniswap rate of just under 7 million AXN per ETH, which is really still a great rate, to be fair, on Uniswap. And the auction rate is super superb, 7.7, just under 7.7 million AXN per ETH. Remember, just the other day we had one or two days where we had 8.1 million, so it's actually quite nice to see a bit of price appreciation going on to the auctions. So we're definitely moving in the right direction, and obviously we had a nice big rally the last 2 days, and you can see those two green day candles there. Let me see if I can find a nice little picture. Not sure if I've used one of those. Where's the pictures on here? Not sure where we've got that on there. I'm sure what that. Oh, see, that does that. Alright, so we'll leave that one alone. Might have to get myself a bit more familiar with doing that. Let's go off picture mode. I got stuck on myself on picture mode. Oh, I don't want to stay in picture mode. Oh well, I've stuck myself in picture mode now. Alright, so let's go back to other mode. Let's go back to cross mode. That's what happens when you try and do something on live stream and you're not ready for it. So there we are. Let us know in the chat if you're going to go into the VCA today. It's always a bit of fun. Was it yesterday, I think, or the day before? We had 2 people going. So we had Alex, and we had, it may have actually been John Atkins, may have been the one that went in the other day with Alex. I think that was on Friday, the VCA, I think it was. So yeah, or was it a regular auction? So 23 minutes in there. Once again, grab a cup of tea and toast, or a hot chocolate, or a hot chocolate and what's it? Marshmallows. That's it. That's what my cousin gets. Hot chocolate and marshmallows, or a light beverage or something, cool beverage. So there we are, 24 minutes in, and we're still going there. So a nice little entry there. Some shrimps and fishes understand to get in first is key. Obviously, this is quite, it's a 24-hour auction every day, so Axion has auctions every day, and I'm not aware of other projects. I'm not aware of other projects that have daily auctions. Let me know in the chat if you know of other projects. Obviously, on a scale that Axion has them. Canada says, all staked, would love some liquid ETH at these prices. Yeah, so look at that. I mean, the ETH at $2,451. Let's have a quick look at the chart while we're at it. BNB is definitely rocketing, so looking out for that too. There's a lot of projects that are going on to BNB at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It's a good thing that the gas has pulled back on Ethereum. That's probably helped to dampen that down just a tad, although a lot of projects are committed at the moment. You've got coins like Poodle Coin, and obviously Wise is going on to BSC launch on the 27th, which is tomorrow. So a few things going on there. Let's have a look here. Let's go to max. So you can sort of see Ethereum just rocketing up there, and we had the all-time high was 4 days ago. We're 7% below that, was $2,640 US, and it looks like we're going to have another go for that third wave. And if we go back to Bitcoin, we can see that Bitcoin, maybe it's going to make that real move now to that 70,000-80,000 mark. Watch out for that. I got to be careful with my sayings because I think that I might, got to be careful that I don't oversay the sayings because it's the sayings that just part of what you say. But anyway, so Bitcoin's 18.7% below all-time high, $64,804 US. So quite a bit below there, 18.2. So, but we know that it can move up pretty fast. We had quite a big pullback if you look on that chart. But let's go to the logarithmic, which we like. That's better for longer term trends. And we can see that I think we've got quite a bit of room still there to attack, and even attack that 100. So 80,000 is my third wave target, but we could even attack that 100. So we'll watch out for those sort of two stages. That 100 will become, I think it's a good chance it will become incredibly volatile, but some people are talking 300,000. If we get a bull run that long that gets up to that far, that'd be pretty big. So that'd be really quite transformational. And of course, you could see it falling quite. Anytime it falls from that, can be quite hardcore. But as obviously you know, I'm pretty bullish that we'll go to $1 million because Bitcoin's getting rarer. There's only about 14.5 million of them around. If you take out all the losses and stuff, obviously $1 million in Satoshi's wallet and so forth. So what have we got on here? Let's have a quick look. So we've got 18.7 million. There's only going to ever be 21 million. The last one is coming out 2141, I think it is, somewhere like that. So it's a long way off. So that the emission curve goes right down, falls right off. So 18.7 million, and they say about 4 million of that's lost from memory. So that takes you down to what, 14.7. A million's in the wallet, and the Satoshi's wallets are down to about 13.7 million. So if you're holding some Bitcoin, that's pretty rare. So that's kind of how it works. And obviously you got the Boss twins and a few other big holders that have got a couple % each, and you got a lot more institutions and even investors like Elon Musk and Tesla getting their bags as well. So that's just evolving. I expect that to really pick up over the next year or two. So you can see why I'm bullish about it getting to $1 million. But in a straight line, that's a different story. But I think that any bear market will be shorter, and then you'll get that rally, a bigger rally again. That's my anticipation there. So all right. So we're 28 minutes in there, 1.4 ETH in there. The price is just picking up back up a bit, 000352. So looking at that, I've just been told that my battery is low, so we'll just check that out. There we are. So I might have to lean forward a bit there. I don't know if you've got one of these things that lasts about 14 hours, but seems to always run out a bit quicker than 14 hours. So I'm not sure. That's just be quite neat to time that. So gas is just up just a tad, 46, and that's where we're at. So don't switch there. Once again, don't forget there is a special staking bonus on. I have mentioned it a couple of times. Sometimes it's a bit easier to read it. So you can see this is on until the 15th of May. This is additional to the longer pays better, which gives you 300% or 20% per year. 300% for 15 years, but 20% per year. Longest pays better. But this is in addition to that, and it's really quite beneficial. So if you're looking at staking, it's a really good idea to get into that, especially with Gwei being down so low, 30 to 50 Gwei. And you can see that 350 days stake, you get a 6% bonus. 700 days stake, 7% bonus. And then every additional 350 days, you'll get an additional percentage point bonus. So, and then obviously staking for 5,555 days, which is 15.2 years, you'll get that full 20% bonus. So 10 million AXN becomes 12 million AXN. And then you get longer pays better. It's huge increase in your share percentage. And this limited time only, May the 15th. So if you're new to AXN or existing AXN, get into it. Grab those bonuses while they last. Pretty epic. It's actually a very big difference in your share of the reward pool. So really big deal to get those. All right. There's another Sharks is withdrawing 0.015 Bitcoin. Nice one. So you got to get staked to get that wrapped Bitcoin as it comes in, and that's the important part. So we've got 4 VCAs now: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and what was the last day? Friday and Saturday, I think it is. Yeah, so Saturday. And then we got regular auctions, 200 million each, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. We can actually see those in the upcoming auctions here on the bottom left here. We got 200 million 27th, 500 million, 200 million, and then on Friday we got the 1.5 mega VCA. So that'll be VCA number 16. So pretty cool. VCA number 15 on Wednesday. And today we've got VCA14, 26th of April, which is also happens to be auction day 164. So fun times. All right, let's quickly go to the chat and see what's been going on. All staked. Cardano. John Atkins says, Cardano, well done on giving up work. I'm not in Hex and was only briefly in Cardano, quite heavily in Axion and a few others. Not the place to discuss all of this, of course. No, feel free, John. It's fine. Go for gold, as it were. John Atkins, yes, Alex and I bought in the auction on Friday. That's right. I wasn't going to, but it was too good a deal. Yeah, nice one. That was, and I think that was the day. I think it was pretty much a day with. Let's have a look here. So, Sunday, we had Sunday there, Sunday, Saturday. Yeah, so it was one of those days. I think it was like, it was 8 million a day for the day. I think it was. I'm tricking myself out there. The great thing about Axion community is that we all embrace our brother and sister coins. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very open. So, looking good. Let's watch this price too. I'm feeling, let's watch that move over the day. See that holds up above. We're getting all the right things in the charts as well. So this MACD, if we get that blue crossing, that's very bullish. Obviously, if we can get the price movement with a higher low above the 100-day rolling average and the 0005 long-term support there, we looking good. And obviously with the uptick in the CCI index, so all charting is looking pretty good. And we're getting that turn that we wanted a couple of days ago. We talked about that when I added in these new indices. And if we can get that, that'd be very cool. Particularly if we get over that 0038 mark, that would be really nice, and get a higher low, and then we're looking good from a charting point of view anyway. And obviously with the new VCA changes, that's looking good too. I like the new structure. I think it's a better balance, and just on average will support higher demand on average. So cheers. Let's watch that happen. Let's believe it into being, as it were. All right. Just trying to go back and see. I think it was John that might have said. Yeah, John Atkins says tea and toast here in the UK. I like that. That's such a classic, tea and toast. I was going to do a British accent on that, but then I realised there's so many dialects in the UK, just in the different areas. We had someone here who's from the UK visit the other day, and he said that it's basically every city you go to is like a different, or even within cities can have such different accents, dramatically so. So it is pretty funny. All right, so 35. We're almost 35 minutes into it, and we've got 1.4 ETH in there. So we're just waiting to see it gets in there. I think it's actually going to be. We've obviously got a lot of. I always say this, but a lot of Americans, UK people, coming in during the next 6, 7, 8 hour period. So it'll be interesting to watch their behaviour as well. I think I haven't gone to the analytics. Yeah, that number just doesn't look right on the analytics. So I don't know if you Axion today wants to just check out those wallet numbers on there in the active. Be nice to have a definition too, like a little I figure definition, just a bit of feedback there while we're cruising around these sites. Let's go back onto the general topic there to see what's happening. Couple of things though. So there was a bit of talk about Bali too. So we've got a DJ on Bali. Can't remember who said they were going to be a DJ at Bali, the Bali meetup, but that was pretty cool. And I wonder if it's going to be casual or tuxedos for Bali. Depends on where that gets booked out. But that is definitely on the roadmap. So if you haven't seen the white paper for Axion, there's a Bali, I guess, a convention slash party slash celebration slash whatever. Uh, so that looks like it's on the cards. That'd be quite a bit of fun. I guess it would be easier if there was some Axion. You have to wear some Axion outfits like t-shirts. There'd be all the people coming from all over the planet landing at Bali with all the Axion t-shirts. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, John says that's very true on the accents. I've moved around a bit in the UK, but ended up in the southwest of England. Quite a strong accent down here, but I've not caught it yet. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I think I think what's the Irish and the Cockney accents are very thick, and once they start speaking, it's like really thick, like especially if they're talking to each other. So I remember I used to speak quite fast. I've tried to slow it down over the years. I'm not sure whether I'm doing a very good job of that, but used to speak very fast. So yeah. Let's go over to the auction there. Scroll it down. Yeah, so we're what we're 37 minutes in to the first hour. VCA number 14. Boom, boom, and we're going good. I think 1.4. We've got 65 to get in there, so that's not too bad a target. I like actually the level now. I think that's and splitting them up over many days, I think it's good. It's a bit like DCAing, you know, like the dollar cost average in there. So you get a sort of a market average with different sentiment. Each day has quite different sentiment often, and it helps with that. So 1.4 divided by 65.1. So it's at just under 2.2% sold out already, and we're done 38 minutes into the VCA number 14. So counting that down. Cardano, yeah, that's right. Cardano, so Aussie Cardano, okay, cool. I'm DJing Rare Groove and Funky Sounds with some break beats for the old school breakers. Classic, man. You need a big like video screen with like Beat Street on it or something. Hey, I don't know if you've seen on YouTube. There's a video of this guy. Like there's a big like a cruise ship. I can't remember what it is. One of the big ones. And they had this entertainment group that were breakers. Then they invite people to come and do some breakdancing. Well, one of the guys that goes and does it was old school, and he was way better than any of the breakers that they had on the professional show. And he came in. It's on YouTube. You check it out. And he kicks their butts. And I think he does the move that the Robbie likes, which is the rock V, as we like to say. Yeah, Robbie and Superman were battling on the Bali beach. Nice one. Yeah. It's probably more like Ibiza. Have you seen Ibiza? That's a big party island. I think it's in the Mediterranean. I've only seen it on TV. Someone's just upgraded 9 million for max shares, and there's a Dolphin Estate 63 million for 60 days. Fish Estate 5.8 million for 14 days. So that's staking for you folks. You get people doing different periods, short term, long term, but obviously all the benefits really strongly accrue to long term stakers, generally speaking. So that share rate's key. The more shares you get, the more those bonuses you pick up. Pretty crucial. Now, a key part of course, every auction that we have obviously we're going to have 3 regular auctions now, 4 VCAs or venture capital auctions, so 7 auctions a day. 5% of those values, so Axion or Wrap Bitcoin, goes to the Axion Foundation team to do marketing development, which is really cool, and that's every day. So that's a great thing that they have for sustainability of the project, and just keep marketing and stuff, because every business needs that, right? So every business has a marketing department, or like decent sized one, and so that's important to have that for growth as well. So it's really great to see that component, so let's not forget that one. So 21 minutes in. No, we've got 19 minutes left in the hour, so pretty cool. It's obviously 24-hour daily auction, so a bit of time to go with that one. Robbie and Superman battle on the Bali Beach. Yeah. Let's have a look on the Axion stats page. So if you haven't seen this one, this is the Axion stats info. AxionStats.info it is, and it's got a lot of their stats on here. I don't actually have this in my video description. I keep supposed to adding it, but I keep getting distracted. But it's got a few extra pieces of information on there. Excuse me. I guess the best one is the Axion ecosystem one. So we've got the liquid. See, we've got 2 whales that are liquid. So that's why we lifted that liquidity's lifted up to that larger amount. So if we jump back to this liquidity, it's jumped up from 42 point something to 43, and that's really because, as we can see on the stats page, we've got another whale jumped out in there, which is probably the whale I looked at yesterday that had a maturing short-term stake. So that's probably the case there. And if we go back to here, I am tracking at least one or two, a couple of them, and I think it might have been this one. So look there, no, it's not come out. Is it this one here, F73? No, so it's somebody else, folks. Somebody else. So I might have to hunt them down and add them to the list. Add them to the list on Etherscan, but I'll do that after the live stream. Yeah, there we are. So we're going to capture them all. Alright, so let's go back to the auction there. Let's go back to the big view. I tend to stay on the Axion dashboard one because it's nice and big screen with the auctions. On the left there, you can see a chart with all the auction days and the different sizes of ETH bid in. So you can see, you know, on the day 61. So we're on this is day 164, and you can see day 161 we had 112 ETH. These are the big VCAs, 91 ETH, 78, and then before that we had 106 on the 12th of April, day 151. And then we had these bigger ones, 208, 83, 223, and 313, and 257. So it gives you a nice little summary there. It doesn't go all the way back, but it's, you know, not too bad. All right, so we need 65.16 ETH for seller over the next 24 hours, or 23 hours and 16 minutes. We've got 1.4 ETH in there. We had little fishy and little shrimp. We can go back and check those out. We bid in there. Where's the bids? Have I gone too far? So there's the bids there. We had 1.3. So when someone actually bids into a VCA, they would go to this page. They would hook up their MetaMask wallet, click send, and then put their bid amount in here. Click send, and that would go in. So you'd end up going into the auction. A new line would show up saying my bets, and that there would be like these two have done that, and this one had 1.35 ETH in there, so that was $3,320 US. 10% goes straight back to them immediately, but it goes back to them and wrap Bitcoin to their wallets. And at the end of the auction, they can then withdraw their Axion winnings, which are pretty attractive at the moment. We know that, so Axion that they're going to probably get around is around about 7.7 million if it holds at the same pace at the moment. And then 85% goes back to stakers. So if you're staked Axion, you'll get wrap Bitcoin based on you'll get this wrap Bitcoin shared out to you based on your share percentage, which is the amount of shares you have compared to the total amount of shares. And then the remaining 5% of the Ethereum goes wrap Bitcoin back to the Axion Foundation team. So there we are. That's what happens with the Ethereum that goes into a venture capital auction. So it's a quick summary there. And so far, with 13 VCAs, we've had 72.16 wrap Bitcoin paid out to stakers, and look at that, that's jumped 50.52 cashed out wrap Bitcoin. So that's pretty good. Let's pull out the calculator for that one. There's a bit of an accent coming in there, but 50.5 divided by 72.16. And yeah, so 70% of wrap Bitcoin that's been paid out to stakers on the staking platform which you can see your own one based on the staking tab there, has actually been paid out to, it's actually been cashed out by stakers. So that's how easy it is. You just go to your staking page, make sure your ETH address is registered, and you can then withdraw your wrapped Bitcoin. And it's actually probably the cheapest function on the Axion staking platform is to withdraw your wrapped Bitcoin. Probably the second cheapest is if you're into liquidity mining, to withdraw liquidity mining, and then obviously third after that is probably the auctions and staking. So there'll be a little bit of variation between those two. Obviously, the most expensive is the version 1, layer 1 stakes, and so obviously most of the stakes are now these days on the version 2. But layer 1s, if you've still got those from the early days, then early days I say, but we're only still on day 160, 164. So, but if you've got some of those will be more expensive. I think when Gwei's around about 30, 40 Gwei, or let's say late 30s, I think that's possibly around about $60, something like that, maybe for a matured VC1 stake, so something like that. All right, let's quickly check the chat. Cardano TVCs and John Robinson. Hey, John Robinson, good to see you on the chat there. Take a look at this account. Yeah, okay, let's add that in for one of the liquid whales. I will definitely add that in. Let's go and check that out. We'll add that profile. That's probably on the ticket there. So what was it, A6? Yes, 850 million liquidity. It's probably just come out, right? So let's go to my portfolio. So this is the Axion Today dashboard. If you haven't seen this and you're new to Axion, you find this in the video description. So that's what we're looking through on this, is the Axion Today dashboard. And it's a good way of looking at your own details in a very graphical way. So we can see that they're staked for 8 years, so they must have a lot more in the bags, do they? No, 10. Oh, that's a bit weird. The years don't average up. Let me jump down to the bottom here. Completed stakes. What have we got there? 10 million. So they might have had that come out. I don't know if it's got a filter on the end date filter. No. Okay, so that's just a large account, isn't it? That's been there. So 850 million sitting there. So watch out for that. So obviously there's a lot of incentives to stake. We'll see whether any of these big accounts, large sharks or whales, take that up. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that, John. Oh, you've just retracted the message. Not sure why, but Cardano TV breakdancing in New Zealand, early 80s. Are you in it, Superman? Breakdancing in New Zealand, early 80s. Are you in it, Superman? Yes, that's when I was breaking. So I was just pretty young at that time, but pretty awesome at breaking. So when it comes to dancing, that's my thing. That's my thing. So yeah. Yeah, so let's have a look here. So basically 50 minutes in, we've got 1.4 ETH in there, and we'll see whether anyone else comes in the next 10 minutes with some ETH in there as well. But looking very bullish on this. Just under 65 ETH, 64.88 ETH to sell out on the Axion Today dashboard, and we're at 65.54 on the official dashboard. So just some slight differences there, and I don't know if that's just to do with the way they do the rounding for the denominator numerator. So it might be something like that makes this slightly different. But cheers, everybody! VCA number 14, new auction structure, very exciting. We've got 10 minutes left in the first hour. Obviously this goes for 24 hours. We'll definitely be live streaming at the end of the auction. I like to do the nice sniping there, sniping hour as we call it, so you can join us again tomorrow for that live stream. I do need to do some specialty videos as well, so I need to get on to doing that. So we'll look at that. I've got to also upgrade. If you haven't been to AxionBTC.com, that's the sister site to this YouTube channel. And so AxionBTC.com, check that out. Share it around with your friends. I do have to update it now with the news. With the I have to update it now with the new auctions and the 90% cap. So I have to do a bit of work on that just to get those updated. Check the links above. Check the 2 links above. Are you in the video footage? I won't be on any video footage. Yeah, I'm not sure. You might be referring to some of the New Zealand national competitions at the time, where they had groups like the Mekazoids and groups like that. Is maybe what you're referring to. Yeah, I'm trying to see this. Oh, there's no links in the chat. Try and maybe Cardano TV just DM me on Discord with the links, and I'll check those out. Yeah, we had a couple of teams that used to be but I wasn't in those teams. I was in a street team, hardcore team, not on the television teams. There were television teams, so it's unlikely to be me on it. Possible, but yeah, we were in the street teams. That's the real. Even though I was just a tiny fella, we were in those. We used to meet up with the TV teams, you know, the sort of showcasing ones, but not at TV shows. We did go to some of the TV shows, but not for that. Anyway, distracting me with the breakdancing thing, but yeah, that's what we do. All right, so 7 minutes to go, or just under 8 minutes to go in the hour, and obviously 23 hours to go, and we'll be live streaming again in about 22 hours after the end of this live stream. We've got looking good with the price. It's looking okay. 0.0035288, but I think we're all pretty keen to get the price back over that 0.004. So we'll watch out for the trading in the day ahead. Let's quickly go through. Yeah, so we had a range of selling there once we hit that 0.0037 mark. Excuse me, and now that we're moving the other side, we're getting a bit more small buyers there. Got a robot there, drain 0.16 ETH. Man, I can't stand these front running robots. It really annoys me. But we've managed to reduce that by quite dramatically. But we do get a few when we get some big buys in there. So that's 1868. What's this other one here? It was a 28 one, 83 A6. Oh, that was a sell. That was that one. So yeah. Alright, so I hope you're having a good time. Just moved that recharging button, so there we are. We'll jump back to see what's happening in the chat there. Morning. Rainy Days is in there. Rainy Days makes a lot of good comments in there today. Must be an exciting day in Scotland. Not sure what that is. Maybe John, you know what that's all about. Cardano TV, maybe you know. John Robinson, message changed name changed. Oh, that's a bit. We'll just jump back there. So we've got just over 5 minutes to go. VCA number 14. That's a 14, and we got 1.4 ETH in there. 0.055 has been added to the stakers divs. And we just need 60. Well, it's actually just gone up a little bit again. 65.28 ETH. I think we're at about 2.2% approximately sold out. So we're a long way to go. But this is looking really good. I like this new structure. Obviously, tomorrow's auction will be a regular auction. You can see it's 200 million at the moment, 70,000. So it's 70,000. What's that equal? So 70 divided by 2.5, so that'll be about 28 ETH to sell out the regular auction there, and the same for Thursday, and Wednesdays is 175, so that's slightly less than today actually, so that'll be a little bit easier to sell out. Then we have our mega VCA, which will be VCA number 16. That's on the 30th of April. Man, we're at the end of April by that time, so it's crazy stuff. So you can see that breaking out in the upcoming auctions there. So, and if you want to see the completed auctions and the ratios that people have been getting, you can see there's quite a bit of variation in the ratios. But that's where you got there. So you got a lot of 7.5 million is probably the average there. But someone, that last VCA we had on the Friday, very cool, 8 million AXN, and then the previous one was 8.1 million. So pretty good reward there. So, all right, let's jump back to the Axion dashboard. John Robinson. I'm sure John's name has a different name before that, so I don't know if you keep changing names or how that works, but I'm sure that was a different name earlier. Let's have a look. So the Gwei is still at low 40s. It's not too bad. So people not wanting lower Gwei, it's got a lot lower, and so hopefully that's helping a lot of people that were getting frustrated, especially the small accounts. We did have our bidders have been small accounts so far, so none of the big players are in yet. So we had a little fishy and a little shrimp, and if we go to the overview, we can actually see what those counts are made up of, which is the interesting stuff. We will go to there, so you can see this based on shares. You got shrimps at the bottom there, crabs here. You can see the percentages of shares that they own, and then fishes here. So fish not too small, but certainly shrimp's a small one. They're probably new players, new people, new investors entering Axion, which is a really good thing. We love to see that entering the VCA or the regular auctions. It's a very bullish sign. And then obviously dolphins, sharks, whales, and krakens, yeah. And we can see that actually the percentages that they actually hold. You can see here the 15 whales, 157 sharks, 947 dolphins, 3,140 fish, 3,197 crabs, and 1,937 shrimps. And you can sort of see the percentage that they own of the shares here. So you can see the shares that they own here, and the duration that the state and the US dollar value of that. So obviously sharks are a pretty big component of that, almost 39%. So that's 157 of them. So sharks have a big role. Dolphins and whales certainly move the prices around as well. All right, let's jump back to there, and we have got 2 minutes left, folks. We've got 1.4 ETH, 2 bids in, but we're going to get some pretty nice moves. Probably get a few 10s and 15s ETHs in there, I think. Imagine if someone comes in and just says, "Hey, bam, I'm going to take it all," and they put 60 ETH or something like that in there. That'd be pretty interesting. We do look out for stuff like that. Can't remember what I think the last big one that I remember that was, we had 100 ETH come in one day. Was the last big one I remember. I think we used to get quite a few 30s, and I think occasional 50 ETHs. So just watch out for that. Almost the last minute, folks. Almost dinner time. Time is here in New Zealand, 8:01 p.m. on Monday. So was a holiday today, obviously, for our Anzac weekend, if you're familiar with that. So I think which was the official ceremonies were yesterday, from memory. So there we are, 48 seconds to go. And we're getting a few US dollars changes. Our price, Axion 003517. That's the price. Gwei is just popped up in there into it's just on the 44 mark for fast, and Bitcoin's still looking strong. Could be a nice move upwards there, and obviously Ethereum looking good. Binance looking very good, and we got 10.9%, 12.6% up there. So some interesting stuff going on there with the prices. Uniswap looking really good, 35.61. Wow. And so forth. And Solana, which I'm not familiar with, up there quite strong as well. All right, the last 2 seconds. Well, that's the first hour, folks. I hope you enjoyed that live stream. We had a little bit of action, not no big dolphins or something like that, or no big amounts going in, but that was a pretty good first hour. And watch the next 23 hours as that we try to hit that 65.4 target, which I think is very doable every time, actually, to be honest. So look out for that one. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell for notifications, and of course, catch us the live stream tomorrow in 22 hours. And thanks for watching. Also, thanks to everybody in the comments. Always great to hear your comments. Cardano TV, John Robinson, John Atkins, and John Atkins quote for the day: tea and toast. I love that one. And what else we got there? Obviously, Patricia Steer, and hope you sleep well. And it's an Axion today, obviously. So Robbie and that. So hope you enjoy yourself, and I'll see you next time, or Paul, I should say. So cheers.